Alright, this rank 4 is so long overdue, but it is one that I've been wanting to do for a while because he is a part of my big 3. Now, the big 3 is basically my 3 favorite characters in MCOC that will probably never change because like these 3 characters I just love so much, and that is of course Mole Man, Namor, and this guy right here, Gladiator. So my goal this July 4th was to rank for the remaining 2 of my big 3, and today I took up one, and it is honestly the one that you could argue has the most potential right now because he is so good for these really meta defenders such as Yelena and Zola, and he will be very good for these upcoming Gladiator circuit metas. So he will be an absolutely clutch cosmic character, quite possibly could be the best cosmic character for the next Battleground season. But let's talk about this matchup real quick because this is very meta obviously, but this is also very awkward because I don't know if this is bugged and like if it'll get patched or if this is how things are supposed to work. So apologies in advance, but usually Yelena just caps your attack rating and that's that. It's very annoying to deal with for like most characters. However, apparently since release, it only caps the attack rating if you are hitting her. So if you are just like standing there punching the air, then this is what happens. She's gonna drop the SP1 and I just go haywire and the damage is not capped and it actually one-shots her, and that is why he is so insane for that matchup because her SP1 is so long to the point where one single SP1 can just one-shot her. And yeah, that's just like absolutely insane. And speaking of very long SP1s, we have Arnim Zola right here. So this is a matchup that Gladiator I know is good for, like no bug or anything. He is just insane for this character. And let's talk about it a little bit. So it's pretty much the same setup as Yelena. You just want to go in, drop your SP1, get that unstoppable, and then once he drops his, go absolutely haywire. And yeah, that was a 34-second fight. That is like unreal. He might be the best Zola counter in the game straight up. Like, I'm sorry Phoenix, I know you're new and fun, but Gladiator just like absolutely destroys that fight. And now we go back to what Gladiator was known for a while, which is his armor control. If your Gladiator is awakened, he will stop any armor up at the start of the fight, and for this invade meta that was last season, he was the best Red Skull counter because Red Skull was very tough to deal with if you have to hit his block, but he has 5 armor ups, so you just take guaranteed damage. However, with Gladiator here, he just never gains an armor up throughout the entire fight, which is absurd, and like that's what Gladiator is known for, man. He is such a strong armor controller. I feel like he's still the best one in the game because yeah, like at the start of the fight it's just gone. There are some cons to it which I'll get to later I guess, but by the way, that dude, shout out to him, that was an insane Dark Phoenix takedown. But yeah, I left that in because I just wanted to like show how crazy that was. Like, good on you, man, beat that free-to-pay character. But yeah, this is another showcase of just how insane he is once he's at 20 charges. Gladiator is a character that like for the longest time I didn't really trust the 20 charge rotation with just like, you know, going haywire with the SP1 and like just like punching into their special attacks. But like once you do it, it's just so addicting because like look at this damage, man. Like that was insane, dude. And yeah, the matchup is done just like that. That was a 9.2 fight in like 20 something seconds. That is that is so silly, bro. Like, come on. It's so fun to play him as well. Like, just there's like, I feel like there's 2 Gladiator players, right? I feel like there is one side that's like, okay, I'm gonna be like as cautious as possible. Like, he has a pretty big health pool, but I still gotta like manage the I gotta manage my health, right? Because you never know, I could get like crit and it could hurt. And then there's me that's kind of just like feral. Like if I'm gonna punch into the special attack, I'm not holding back. I'm just gonna try to do as much damage as I can. If I get hit, then big whoop, right? But I'm just there for a good time. I did actually dex that last hit right there, which is kind of smart of me, because if it did crit, it would have hurt a little bit, but like otherwise, yeah, I'm just going all in, and that was a very quick takedown as well. Now we have this Kraven fight, and this is a fight where like I had to kind of keep it chill a bit, because Kraven can inflict bleed on like any hit. And that's like one drawback of Gladiator, obviously. Like if the opponent has some crazy stuff on their special attacks, you might not want to just go haywire, right? Because that could end very badly for you. But yeah, the game plan here is to just play it slow, like keep the pace on the slower side, and just go for the SP2 incinerate damage, which is obviously still very good, and it's still like a very clean rotation. But yeah, as you saw there, it is possible to like get a few hits into Kraven's SP2, but like otherwise, you want to go for your own SP2, get some beautiful crits, and yeah, like that first beam crit is such a thing of beauty. Then he throws the SP2, and I can just go into like one of the hits, dash back, go back in. It's a really fun thing to like try to manage your hits properly. But yeah, this one's over now, and it was a very good showcase of like the alternative side of Gladiator that is much more like controlled and still like a very good damage dealer. But now we have this other fight, which is a Mysterio fight, and it's the same thing, because Mysterio does have some dangerous abilities. He does have like this miss on his SP2, he does have the damage reflection on the SP1, so you have to be a bit careful with this character. But then again, Gladiator is immune to like a lot of Mysterio's very annoying antics, such as his miss because of Gladiator's vigilance, and his power drain, which Gladiator is just straight up immune to. So like Gladiator has some pretty good cosmic like common tropes, such as the power drain immunity. It's very good for like those annoying power burn metas and all that, which there is one coming up, and Gladiator will be very good for that. But yeah, this matchup was just like unfair. He is such a hard counter to Mysterio, and like he can drop any SP2 he wants, but like it doesn't matter. We just get to counter all of its abilities. And yeah, this matchup is as good as over. And yeah, that was like sub 1 minute, so for 9.2 health pools, honestly pretty dang good, man. But now it's time for the bosses, and I remember the Sherry boss causing a lot of drama because she was just so annoying to deal with at first. And then Gladiator was like, you know, brought into light, and it's like, oh, okay, so he's just gonna absolutely cheese this boss. I did take like some extra damage here, I think, but then again, it's the boss fight, it's the last fight of the quest, you have to go a bit haywire, right? So I just did exactly that. I had just no care, I was gonna go all in right here. And yeah, she drops the SP2 a bit late, but she does drop it in the end, and now it's time to just go crazy. And yeah, I did get like some damage there for sure. Like I didn't just walk away like unharmed, right? I did take a bit of a hit right there, but that's okay because we just go back in, drop the SP1 again, and yeah, let's just hope that she drops that immediately, which she eventually does. And yeah, now it's just time to go crazy once more. And this matchup is as good as over. So that was a really fun fight. That was a like 1 million health boss, and that was in under a minute as well. Speaking of 1 million health bosses, we have this Lady Deathstrike as well, and this one is very interesting because it is a great showcase of his armor control, but I can't like do my usual stuff because her ruptures, I could have done my usual stuff because the ruptures don't really hurt, but I did want to just keep the SP2 active because the vigilance is going to be really good to like neutralize her armor ups, and once I do that, then I can pretty much do all the damage I want, since like if she has no armor up, she doesn't have any like damage reduction or damage regen on my special attacks. So there was one thing that was very annoying here, and it is the fact that what is it called? It's to note like they go debuff immune if you knock him down. Like that's honestly very annoying for Gladiator because his DOT is honestly pretty good. Like it does add to a significant part of his damage output, but he still has his basic hits, and of course that beautiful damage output whenever you hit into the opponent's special attack. It's like over 40,000 damage at this point, so yeah, it's quite crazy. Here I dropped the SP2, got some nice crits right there, and this matchup is as good as over. Yeah, like 46 57,000 damage right there on those red bursts. That is insane, dude. Like, that is actually crazy. And to end off this video, I have this Spider-Ham boss, and I'm calling him a boss because he is one of the most annoying fights in the game, and at this like health pool level, it is just absurd. Like, back in Gauntlet, he was the hardest fight because like he is debuff immune, y'all both have energize, which benefits him greatly because if you have like overbar power, he gets his evade that lets him go like crazy. And then yeah, it is just a very frustrating fight because there's also the taunt, and like I said, debuff immune, so you can't really activate anything against him. And then Gladiator came out, and it's like, wow, I am so happy to have this character because he just makes this fight so much easier. And that's of course because of his special attack damage thing that is pretty much impossible to stop unless you have crazy energy resistance. But yeah, like every single SP1 we can just go in 3 or 4 times, and that is just a great burst of damage to make this fight go by a whole lot faster. And it's a faster than usual fight for like most champions that take on the Spider-Ham, but it still is kind of a lengthy fight, so I am going to spend some of this time just talking about why I love this character so much. He of course is a part of my big 3, and that means he is like one of my top 3 favorite characters in this game. And usually with my favorite characters, it's not just about like champion abilities and like what they do in the game, right? It extends beyond that. And with Gladiator, it is the exact same thing because I just love what this character is about and like what he stands for, right? He's all about just like having confidence in yourself and like confidence in him as well, because as this character gets more confident, he gets stronger. And that's just like a really cool and unique character ability, because like when he's at his lowest and has like no confidence, like of course he's not fun to play, right? But once he's ramped up, once he's super confident and he has like all those just like abilities that scale with his confidence, he becomes like one of the craziest characters in this game, right? Like that burst damage is unreal. He can just like bypass so many things with it, such as this Spider-Ham boss right here. So it's like, yeah, I love when this character is at his highest, and of course it's like it kind of tells you like, hey, be confident and you'll be at your highest. And it's like, yeah, that's understood, and this character kind of helped me understand that. But yeah, Gladiator, just super cool, dude. Like really fun animations, really fun to play. His animations remind me of just like, iconic superheroes, and yeah, I always love that because hey, when a character is just very superhero like, sometimes that's just like the right thing, that's just the cool thing, so yeah, he is a character that I will pretty much always love because he's just so unique in that sense as well. But yeah, this matchup is going very, very well. It might be a bit repetitive, but that burst damage never gets old, to be honest. And yeah, this matchup is close to being done. Just like a few more SP1s that are pretty easy to get to because of the energize. But yeah, here I drop my own SP1 one more time, and this matchup is pretty much over after this SP1. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this should be it. But it's actually not, because I fumbled it. Of course I did. That is annoying, but it's okay, because like one more heavy attack into the actual final SP1 should do the job. And that's going to be it for this video as well. Such a fun video to make, obviously, because this is one of my favorite champions in the game, and so whenever I make a video about one of my favorites, I just get so excited, I get so happy, and I probably talk too fast and too much, so I apologize. But yeah, I just really like Gladiator. He's a really, really cool character, should see a ton of use in these upcoming Battlegrounds metas. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on 7-star rank 4 Gladiator, and yeah, that's about it for me.